Hello and welcome to another episode of Christine's Coloring and Crafts. Words are hard. This will be my September finished pages. As y'all know, we have been doing a work in progress in Mythographic Voyage. I've done 2 videos on it for the pumpkin page. So that one we are working on. But we also have... Where's she at? There we go. This lovely page that we did a coloring chat on through the span of several videos in Mythographic Voyage. And I still really love that frog. And I'm still really not very happy about that fish. But he's okay. He's okay. I'm just not my proudest moment. And then, let me put this behind me here. This one I actually took out of 50 Fairy Houses by Camellia Angel Kova. 50 Halloween Fairy Houses. And this one was done with alcohol markers and white gel pen and just a little bit of distressed ink around my little moon guy. I really like how this came out because normally when I do markers, I don't try to blend or anything because I'm not that good at it, but this actually turned out pretty good. I like the blending in that one, so I'm really happy with how that one turned out. And then this is from a PDF from Rain. Did I write on the back of it? No, of course I didn't. Well, maybe I did. Hold on. That's another page. No, I didn't. I have done this one. I know I used my Derwent Lightfast and Caran d'Ache Luminance, and I used some stickles. I may have used a Prismacolor too, a Prismacolor or 2 as well. But in this one, I believe I've done a video on where I mentioned that I used alcohol marker in the background, or as the first layer, and I used alcohol marker on the flowers. And let's zoom this out a little bit. Let's see if we can zoom out a little bit here. Maybe not. I'm zooming in. There we go. So we see more of the picture. That's better. I really like how her eyes turned out and her lips and her hair. Nah, kind of iffy on the flowers. Maybe I felt I did it a little rushed to do I guess they're peonies that I did with alcohol marker as the base and then came back in behind with... Now, okay, yeah, I use Prismacolors for these because I don't have that many pinks and other things. So, and then this one, and I've already sprayed it down. This one's from Coloring Bliss by Jennifer Stay. It's one of the pages that I got to download because, I'm a Coloring Bliss member. I actually used my Caran d'Ache and my Derwent pastel pencils almost exclusively on this picture. The only thing I didn't use them on was the distressed ink in the background, and then of course I used some stickles in places here and there to kind of make a little bit of shine. Look at that, isn't it pretty? I'm not sure how to feel about this one. It's actually my very first picture I've ever done using pastel pencils for anything other than a background type picture. So maybe I just need to practice more at it. I think she's still cute. She came out pretty. I'm just not so sure about how it looks like the white of the paper is all over the place. And then I touched it, and I still need to spray it. Don't forget to, when you do stuff like this, to give it a fixative spray. And then this one, oh, I can't remember where I got the picture from. It's terrible of me. But I did it as a work picture, in alcohol marker, and then white gel pen. And this is the first time I ever used a white gel pen, and it just kind of soaked in because I used alcohol marker, and then I used some pencils on top, and then the gel pen just kind of soaked in. It's the Sakura Jelly Roll pens. But it's just a little mandala. I may have gotten that off of Coloring Bliss as well. If you recognize it, please help me give credit to the artist. And then this one's Mariola Bedek Hair Inspirations. I actually used mostly my favorite pastel Faber-Castell Black Edition pencils, million words, and it was exclusively on her hair, except for I used one purple Prismacolor, and then I used Polychromos on the flowers, and then I used some Prismacolor on top of Pan Pastel for her skin. I wasn't that excited to do the skin because there wasn't much of it. I was just mostly focused on the hair and how the black editions would work on the hair, and I think it came out really lovely. I love how it came out. And that was it for the loose pages. And I did my very first page in Joanna Bashford's Lost Ocean. And I did this for a coloring contest, kind of, where you colored stuff with wacky colors. Normally I'd color a fish like this and all, like blues or all, all oranges or all one color. I decided to make him kind of a rainbow fishy, and I had used a variety of colored pencils. I know I used my Holbeins, my Prismacolors, my Caran d'Ache Super Colors, and gosh only knows what else. And then for the border, I got my Color It gel pens out, and I used the sparkle ones to make some sparkles. And then of course used white Jelly Roll gel pen to kind of like do some little spots here and there to kind of make him pop out. Oh, and these were Crayolas. The eyeball wasn't Crayolas. That's the only page I've gotten done so far in that. I look forward to doing more pages there. And then of course in my Manga Chibis, I did a couple pages. We did this one. And I actually did use some pastel pencils on her hair. So I did her hair in pastel pencils, and I did the background in marker, and then the rest of her in various other colored pencils. And then of course, if you can see her little jingle bells. Let's see if I can get it on camera here. There we go. Sparkly jingle bells. And then we had one more we did, which we used a lot of the Ohuhu glitter markers on the background, and of course the Sakura glitter pens as well. And then I had used the Faber-Castell Black Edition here. They worked, but I didn't like how they felt going down on the paper, so I probably won't use them in this book again. But it was still a lot of fun. She's really bright and colorful and pretty, and I had a good time coloring her. And then out of 50 Halloween miniatures, I have started, actually I need to put that back because this is part of another coloring contest or color along, where it's a treasure hunt where you got to find, you got to color a black cat, pumpkin, ghost, witch, candy corn, and spiders. I got the black cat and the pumpkin in this one, and he's actually not all black. He's dark grays, and he was done with alcohol marker and of course some stickles. Even his little nails are done in stickles. I don't think I did anybody else in this one. Oh yeah, I did. I did the little mices. This was inspired by coloring with Haley. She'd done her picture, and I was just like, oh, I got to do this too because it's too cute. The mice are all dressed up in their little angel and devil costume, and I did these in colored pencils. Oh, I can't remember who I did them with. I honestly can't remember. Like I said, I gotta start writing the stuff on the back. Let's see if I did. No, I'm not keeping to my word yet. But I also used some stickles. Now, her little wings are a little messed up because the stickle color I used was unicorn, and I must have not got the lid on tight or something, and it got all dried up in the little pinprick area. Let me get it here. And I had to cut it. I had to cut it off. So now I have to be extra careful when I use unicorn. And try not to throw it. Goodness gracious. But it's supposed to look something. It's supposed to have this part, the little nozzle on here. But, oh well, that's okay. And I used some Sakura glitter pens to do some extra stars. and some white jelly roll to kind of like put little faraway stars. And that was a lot of fun. I really liked that, and I'm so glad that the Haley posted hers, and I'm just like, oh yeah, I want to do too. Now this is my first color by number book, and this is the one I use mostly at work. In fact, when I go back to work, I have a page that I'm working on. I don't really like the color choices and stuff, but it's still fun. It's relaxing. I don't have to choose the colors. But we did this one. Now this one I kind of really liked, just because the smattering of pinks and purples just seemed really, really perfect. Oh, and you can see I missed some spots here. Oh, that's okay. We'll clean those up and finish them up. Sometimes I get distracted when I'm working. I get a call and I forget where I'm at. And then we've got this one, which I kind of liked. I mean, I didn't like that it's pink here and peach there, but I still liked doing that picture. I like doing the birdie pictures. And then we did this one. And if y'all have seen the Mythographic Voyage color along, this is where I got the inspiration for the fish. It did not turn out anything like I was envisioning, though. But yeah, that's the inspiration I used. And then I loved this dragonfly. I mean, again, the colors, wackadoodle colors. But I loved coloring the dragonfly. And, oh, and the moth. He was one of my favorites, because he actually looks kind of like he's supposed to be that way. That, and he's got eyeballs on the back of his head. And I think that was it for this page. Nope, we got a butterfly. But yeah, if you are interested in color by numbers, this is by Andres Weisberg, and you can get it on Amazon. It's a really nice color along. And I think I missed another page. Hold on. Yep, there's the parrot. And it's got a lot of really neat pictures. Oh, and the alligator, or crocodile. I did a lot of pictures in this because it's so easy. All of them were done with alcohol markers. And they got what it should look like in the back. Like, I'm going to love doing that blue jay. Going to love it. But look at all that. That's so nice. It's very pretty. It's very relaxing. I don't like the way the colors are being used, per se. You know, I don't like the combos. But it still comes out as pretty pictures. And I still have a good time because I don't have to choose the colors. And then, of course, we've got this one, which is Cute Autumn by Coloring Book Cafe. I got this as a gift. Someone sent it to me, and they didn't leave any kind of note. So whoever you are, thank you, because I really love this book. And I think I got another page done in it, and I'm going to do another page too. And this was all Caran d'Ache Luminance pencils with some stickles for the eyeballs. Ooh, I love the eyeballs. And this one was Derwent ink tints with stickles in the eyes and the nose. I don't like the way the ink tints turned out on this. They look a little scratchy in spots. So maybe this paper is just a little bit too smooth or too thin for ink tints. We'll see about other watercolor pencils. But I like that it has some minor grayscaling, so you kind of have something to follow along with. I can't wait to do that teddy bear. Or this little lamb. It's got so many cute pictures. Again, whoever got this for me, thank you. I really appreciate it. I'm going to color a lot in it. This will be probably one of my busier books. But that's all we have colored for this week. And hopefully you enjoyed all these pictures. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And please subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Like the video. And questions, comments, and suggestions below. And I hope everyone has a colorific day. Thank you. Bye-bye.